Alright, Hosses, welcome back. And in the last video, what we did is we published our initial code to GitHub. Now, I have a feeling, I'm not 100% positive, but I have a feeling that this project is about to blow up. I mean, this website is just completely awesome. Everyone's going to be talking about it, telling their friends about it. So I think it's a good idea if the first thing that we do is on our main repository homepage, we can go ahead and add a description and also provide a link. So just go to your homepage, BuckyRobert/dogs or whatever your username is, and hit edit. So right here is the area where you just give a brief, like 1-sentence description of what this project is about. And I'll say, this is a sweet website about dogs. DAWGZ. Now let's stick with S. We'll stick with S this time. And then, of course, if you have a website set up already, or maybe you're developing this project for a company, you can go ahead and paste the company's website, but I'm going to go ahead and paste sweetdogs.edu. So I'm going to go ahead and save that and check it out. Now, whenever anyone is just looking at this homepage, or later on if they're actually searching GitHub for like websites about dogs, then they click yours and they're going to say, okay, what is this? Oh, a sweet website about dogs, and boom, there's a link if they want to click it, find out some more information about the company or the project. All right, got that taken care of. Now what we should do is we should actually go ahead and start making some more changes to this website. So let's look at this. All right, this is a dogs website. So let's say in this video, we're just going to change the heading right here and also this title. This title says the New Boston. This obviously is not the New Boston. So let me just go ahead in my source code and I'll change the title of it to Sweet Dogs. And for this heading, I'll say best website about dogs ever. Alright, so let me just go ahead and review these changes. Alright, looking good. Best website about dogs ever. Change the title. Alright, so now we made some changes on our own personal computer, and now, of course, we need to publish them to GitHub. So if I refresh that now, nothing changed. So let's go ahead and update this repository right here. So how do we do that? So if we go to GitHub Desktop and just click the name right here, and why does this thing like log me out every time I minimize it? All right. So we can see that we have one change that we didn't publish yet. And if we actually click this file, so it said before the title was the New Boston, and now you change that to Sweet Dogs. And also you used to have a heading that said 3-column layout, which wasn't very exciting. And we changed that to best website about dogs ever. So, of course, anytime you make a change, you need to add a message, and I'll just say change the title and main heading. And I'm going to go ahead and commit this to master, and also I'm going to hit sync. Now, if you remember the last time, the very first time you added anything to your repository, it was called publishing. From now, it's just going to be sync, because you only publish it once when you're first pretty much creating your repository, that initial code. Now that we already have code in there, we just want to sync it up. And sync it up just means update the GitHub project with the changes I made locally on my own computer. So click that, give it a few seconds to do its thing. Done, 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 done. All right. Now go back online, and if you refresh this, I didn't refresh the page yet, check it out. We only have one commit right now, and that was that initial commit whenever we published our initial code. I'm going to refresh it, and it says 2 commits. So there you go. That means that you made 2 changes overall to this project. The first one was publishing your initial code, and the second one was what we just did. Now, if you actually click this right here, this is one of the coolest things about GitHub. You can visually see all the changes that were ever made to this project throughout its entire history. Now, the entire history of this is only 29 minutes since I just, made these tutorials, but it's pretty cool because you can click each one and you can look at the project at that point in time. So let me just click this latest change right here. And before I do, I want to break up what this is. Basically, you have the commit message right here, and you also have a little icon of who made that change, and right here is how long ago they made it. And it's also pretty useful for telling how maintained a repository is, because if you have one from like 3 years ago and one from like 2 years ago and that's it, like, wow, this project, you know, people probably forgot about it. But if you have a lot from like the last week, then that's a sign of a healthy repository. But anytime you want to review the changes, let's say, I wonder what Bucky did 2 minutes ago. Just click that, and you're going to have a little split file by default. The left one is the old version of it, and the right one is the changes that were made to this file. And if you have multiple files, they're going to be separated into these little islands. But as you can see, it says, okay, on index.html, what it used to be was the new Boston in 3-column layout. And right now, after this commit, what it is now is Sweet Dogs, best website about dogs ever. So yeah, that's the basics of how to update your repository, and also how to look through the change history and see each individual change that was made, who made it, and how long ago it was. We are learning more about GitHub by the minute. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.